Last presentation of this session, it's going to be a presentation about AIM staff, and I would like to invite a person that you know very well, Fernando Lopez, president of the AIS and CAM Association in Portugal and president of
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. So before lunch, I'd like to say a few things about our organization. And I hope, first of all, that you are enjoying the conference. I will divide my presentation in 4 areas. First is to start by giving you an inside view of IFAIMA, especially for those of you who are not familiar with the Federation. Second, I would like to talk a little bit about how we envisage the designation for our professional career. This is a subject of minor importance for some, and not talking about, but that warriors the staff we represent. And if it is warriors, the staff warriors us. Training, of course, is also a subject of pretty much importance and which we would like to see harmonized. Finally, on the controversial theme for which we would like to raise once again and be talking about the licensing or certification. So let's start with the overview. We started IFAIMA Constitution and activities in 2008. Our main objectives are safety, development of AM, high knowledge and professional standards, protection of collective interests of staff, and of course cooperating with organizations. We would like to be very clear, we are not a union organization, so we restrict ourselves to the socio-professional subjects that respect to the aeronautical information and the aeronautical communications areas. I would like to introduce to you the current executive board members of IFAIMA. Our structure is composed of 3 vice presidents, Mr. Rosalind Mungo from Kenya, Mr. Kabir Gusau from Nigeria, Mr. Lucas Cavaldi from Slovakia. 1 executive secretary, Mr. George Dias, a treasurer, Mr. João Mendonça, and myself from Portugal. Close collaboration with our regional directors, Alexis at the North American and Caribbean region, Alan at the Middle East, Lazarus at East and Southern Africa, Erka, Asia and Pacific, Michael in Europe, Felix at the Western and Central Africa, and finally, Fernando at your South American region. These colleagues represent IFAIMA whenever there are suitable meetings in their own regions. As you can see, we are representing on each of the ICAO regional office areas of responsible. In these 8 years of life, IFAIMA has significantly increased its membership. Globally, we now represent 1,930 staff, resulting from members of 31 associations, 121 individual associates from countries where there is no association, and 25 corporate members representing the industry and training companies with IFAIMA. Maybe this will give you a clear picture of where IFAIMA has reached so far. Only 8 years. I'd like to give you a graphical view of IFAIMA representativeness per ICAO region. We are at this region, sub-region, where the representativeness is particularly significant, as you can see at this graphic. Another graphical view of IFAIMA membership by area of expertise, because in some countries we have AS and COM together. It will define my activities is the Global AM since 2011. After 6 years, this event keeps being the privileged place to meet all AS-related people and also the ultimate system technology manufacturers in one single location. Been organized back-to-back with the MROC, the regulators meeting and Cancel AM working group meeting, and in cooperation with ICAO and Eurocontrol is also an opportunity to talk with the people who place the rules of change. The Global AM is our main contribution to cooperate with this important ICAO Assembly resolution and make sure no country is left behind. That is why we would like to emphasize our cooperation with ICAO, regulators, NHPs, and aviation organizations. If I may have been participating in some of the most important working and study groups. ICAO some North Atlantic and Aeronautical Communications Group, for instance, and also ICAO APAC, Middle East, ICAO ASAM Study Group. Since last month, ICAO Information Management Panel, and of course also the Eurocontrol and Cancel AM Working Group also. We are also cooperating with the European Commission and also with the ETF, European Transport Workers Federation, Air Traffic Management Sector. You can find all this information on our website and on our LinkedIn groups. Changing a little bit of subject, let's talk about how we emphasize the designation for our professional career. So let's try to play a simple interactive game. I would like to ask you to just say what is your AS staff designation in your country. So I would like to work the mic. So you only need to tell me what's your staff designation in your country.
Specialist.
Automate specialist. Okay. You?
Designation. We have different designations. My own designation is of CA.
No Thomas Specialist. The staff.
Okay, so in 3-4 countries, different countries, there are different AS designations. Okay, so I can say or I can ask where's the organization. If I may perform a survey also among its members, we have asked them how are they called and what they think they should be called. So you can see here, according to the survey, we received different designations, as you can see here, so no standard designations. So now let's look at what the documents say, for instance. You can see here the Doc 7192 training, document 8126, AS manual, Doc 8697. They are all different. It's amazing to inside the ICAO documents that the designation will change. AS personnel, AS officers, AS technical officers, AS specialists, and for instance inside the ECORIS study in Europe, they call us AS officer. To call the professional, we, after that survey, we decided that probably the best designation can be AM specialist. Another issue that if I think should be looked is the definition of job roles that can be assigned to the AMS profession. Now changing to training, it's another issue and also a big gap that has to be solved. Without it, harmonization is not possible to achieve, and it can impact the safety of aviation. Also can impact the performance of the staff. If I'm already raised this subject, and we and the staff are still waiting for the ICAO training documents, we look forward and hope to see it very, very soon. For example, the Doc 9868 PANS training, the ICAO state letter from 2014, 53, the proposal to restructure the procedures for air navigation service is including competencies for ATCOs, ATSETs, but not a single mention about AES. According to a Quarry study, in fact, last year I already talked about this study, but I'm focusing again about this study because I feel it's very, very important for us, and there are new people in the room. This study that was performed in Europe by an independent company for EASA focused on safety-related and safety-critical functions and the related jobs in the ATM, ANS, AES is included in the professions related with safety critical. In this table you can see an overview of the proposed options per job and their safety, environmental, economic, social and regulatory impacts. So where you see two crosses means there is a very positive impact. Only one means there is a positive impact. Zero means there is no impact. And minus means there is a negative impact. So you can see here AES officer, here competency 2 plus safety. And I think on this is very, very important. So we see that the AES officer has a very positive impact regarding the competency and training in respect to the safety. In the same study, we notice again they mention that the AES officer are safety critical jobs. The document refers that in an event or insufficient performance of the job, quality of aeronautical products is affected. Introducing regulation relating to competency and training of AES staff is considered to increase safety and lead to overall net impacts. So training is the base foundation for the AES staff and is directly related with safety. Concluding, AES staff has a crucial role, must be defined and cover all functions and the roles of the AES staff by the regulation bodies. In some member states and in some cases there is a need for national legislation. States must ensure they provide the staff with knowledge, skills and competencies required to perform specific assigned functions of the AES in order to be ready for new technology and standards. Finally, another thing, license and or certification. Do you need it? Do you want it? What is the importance of having it? For what do we need it? If I'm a physician, it's really time to start talking seriously about it. Some countries already have licensing, others have certification, and the majority of countries do not have it at all. The new aviation safety related demandings, especially with the performance-based navigation, PBN, a certification in my opinion is very important in order to assure the update competencies of the related staff. IFIMA would also like to see this harmonized and airbid defined by ICAO to come up with a dedicated document about human factors and certification. You can pick the good existing examples and put them in place as recommendations for all countries. So I feel that you are already waiting for lunch because it's too late. So thank you very much.